Wakanda forever!
I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar. And welcome everybody. Tonight is GW3 Live as we're going live. Not only we're going to be celebrating our 100 most influential leaders that's globally impacting lives, but we're also going to be talking about something very special. That's right. December 9th is all about Resurgence. We're doing it up in a red dress affair, all geared towards bridging the gap with arts, fashion, sustainability, alongside with technology. I'm Renee Noor. I'm the host for this amazing experience, and we're so looking forward to having so many to pour into this event. This evening, we're going to be kicking it off with some of our incredible, talented ladies around the globe. Our first one that's going to be joining us, not only we're so grateful that she's here with us in the Atlanta area by way of Germany. She's been here for more than 29 years, and I just absolutely love the fact that she still have that incredible accent. Definitely, not only she's a social entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur, she's also an author. She has just been able to impact the lives and just transforming many lives wherever she travels. We're so excited to have Barbara with us this evening, and Barbara is going to be joining the conversation. Let's see if we can have Barbara here with us right now. Barbara Hell-Sonneck, how are you doing, beautiful? And happy Monday.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Renee, and very excited to be here. And of course, also very excited for the event.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things I want to say, you look amazing. And I absolutely love the necklace. It just compliments you so well. I want to say thanks to Michael D. Butler for introducing us. The power of being able to connect with women all around the globe is so important. And when I heard you, I just wanted to embrace you so hard. Oh my goodness. We're so excited for all of your accomplishments and being recognized as one of the 100 most global influential leaders. Tell us, what does that mean to you, Barbara?
Well, the big part is about impact. And I think as we are maturing in life, it is more about the pure success. I believe it is really about success in regards to heartfelt leadership. So I call that a heartfelt success versus purely just thinking success. And collaboration and mindset, I think, is everything. And I believe that, we as women right now, we are really rising. We're rising. And I think we can see that in different organizations. And there's so much more collaboration going on. And I feel so strongly when we surround each other with the right support group, with people who are believing versus trying to, keep us at a certain point. It is so powerful because I think there's no other way. You're rising up. You are rising up.
Absolutely. I just love that. Not only is it important for us to have that collaboration, but also when we collaborate, we have to understand the power of each other's power when we come together. And that's a force to be reckoned with. When every woman, I call us alpha ladies, it's okay. The alpha warrior ladies, when we come together and we're able to shine the light on each other and still celebrate each other while doing something powerful, that really helps us to build more masterpieces around the globe. And so I understand also you absolutely have a niche for that. And that's, I know for sure, Barbara, that's one of the other reasons why we connected, because you are so passionate about harnessing, not only helping women through their finances with investment, but also you have done a wonderful job in just expressing it through your book as well. So please share with us more insight in that area.
Absolutely excited about that. So originally, and I'm a strong believer of vision boards. So last year, I had on my vision board, like, okay, publish one book. And that's the result of, this year. So there were 3 collaborative book approaches. The first book I wrote in 2007 called The Venus Approach to Real Estate Investing. And I had the pleasure to meet Millard Fuller and his wife. She actually wrote the foreword. He was the founder of Habitat of Humanity. She wrote the foreword to that book. That was an exciting opportunity. So I was very, very happy that this happened. And then there was a break in between, focusing on another business and another venture. And then 2023 was the big book publishing comeback. So very excited about that. Number 1 was Powerful Female Immigrants, and that's dear to my heart, really celebrating other powerful female women who came to this country to change their and their family's life and make it a better place.
I absolutely love that. I love the fact that you had that vision board, and we're so passionate about vision boards. I just want you to know that. You know what I call them? I call them dream boards, right? Dream boards, because it truly allows you to visualize what it is that you want, and it literally push you forward. And I'll talk about that a little bit more too. One of our other hosts is going to be joining us is Thais Flowers, and I will share this with you. The man himself, Mr. Steve Harvey, Barbara, he talked about those vision boards. He spoke so much into my life. He said many of us don't really up our ass, right? And on his vision board, he has over 300 items, 300 items. And I was like, oh my goodness. So what I did this year, we challenged the community, the 365 items on the vision board. So that give us at least one for every day. But I want to say congratulations on being a 3-time author. Please, guys, put some hearts in the chat for Barbara. Not only is she she's breaking barriers, as she said, she did her vision board. She's breaking barriers, but also she's doing so many great collaborations. And you know what, Barbara, I'm very excited for you, and as well as all those other authors that you have been able to co-author those books with. Share with us, Barbara, being a woman that is very driven, coming from Germany, making a transition into Atlanta. How has that been for you over the last 29 days? 29 years. How has that been for you?
Well, I think I strongly believe that if opportunities arise at a certain point, you have to jump and not overthink, but they have to be dear and truly what you want. I think we talked about that, Renee. I love that element of vibration. One of my taglines is connect with people who raise your vibration. And I strongly believe in that. We cannot connect with everybody, nor do we want to. But if we find the right, I call it the right tribe of energy, it is like in physics, right? It is energy which is then expanding and growing and really pushing us forward. So a little bit about my story. My family originally comes from from what is now Czechoslovakia. That was former Germany, and they lost everything in war. All the men, pretty much, unfortunately, were not surviving it, and the women were the ones starting building everything up. So I think I can say that I was, raised or surrounded, but by a lot of, powerful and strong women. But what they were focusing on and the core values was more on working hard, getting a great education, and so that was, a big, a big part of my overall focus area and core values when I was growing up. However, I always saw it big, so I want to definitely make a difference and impact in my life, but also into the future for my family. So I had this opportunity, and make a long story short, I worked for years in corporate and had the opportunity to really rise the corporate ladder. And that is also what brought me here to the US. And part of that career path at a certain point was to take a foreign assignment. And I said, yeah, I will do that. And I was actually up a year prior, but then there was like a special department which needed special attention. They asked me, how long will it take to turn it around? It took around, I said, okay, 6 months. I think I did it in 4.5. And then this opportunity popped up. And I really had to make a decision in 1 week to take this opportunity and leave everything behind and, move into a country where I didn't know anybody. So that was, one of my, my starting points coming here into the US.
When I love the fact that not only did you share your story, but you had the courage, you had also the resiliency, as well as the guts to just step out on faith. Oh my goodness, guys, please put more hearts in the chat for Barbara, because you know what, Barbara? Someone needed to hear that. Someone needed to hear that if Barbara can do it, so can I. If Barbara can get up and move, so can I. And I'll share this with you, Barbara. We probably came to Atlanta about the same time, I wanted to change as well, and coming from New Orleans, Louisiana, I came from a beautiful family, mother and dad, and my mom. I mean, my father's like, "You going where?" I'm like, "I want to move to Atlanta." He's like, "Atlanta." So your hike is not in. I mean, my distance is much closer than what yours was. It's like, well, guys, you can always come and visit, or I can always come back, right, to visit. It wasn't that far away, but just the idea when they see you leave, it's like, oh my goodness, you don't lose us, right? You gain someone else. And look what we've gained. I mean, Barbara, you have been such a successful pioneer in just impacting the lives. You're an investor. You are truly that serial entrepreneur. And you know what? I'm looking so forward to meeting you for December 9th, for the Resurgence event right there at City Hall. Now, share with us, Barbara. I know you love getting dressed up. I know for sure some of your favorite colors just happen to be probably black and maybe a splash of red. But share with everybody, what are you going to be wearing that night? We'd love to know.
Well, part is often I create, I have my little closet of creativity, and I like to pull things together. So, for sure there will be some red involved, but most probably more on the black and like like some kind of like elements of red. So I am still working that out, but I love that creative element. So like yesterday, I was at a string orchestra. They were celebrating that in our clubhouse area here where I'm living. It was so beautiful because, you know, it was like, it felt like a private session at home. And so I had a couple of, you know, very unique pieces I found, and I pretty much collect. I don't like to go shopping, honestly, but I buy pieces who are talking to me when I'm traveling and I feel in that mood. So, you know, it's like I'm stumbling into places and then something talks to me, and that's how I collect it. So I found this little lace type of gloves with, you know, like some red kind of element and flowers. I was mainly, my base color is generally black. And I found this really fun shoes in Europe. I have to show them to you at a certain point.
Yeah,
And
please show
like
me. Come
little
on.
flowers elements there. I felt a little bit folkloric, but very you know, fashionable. And so now with this little, you know, tidbits of this, a scarf, that gloves and the shoes and the base in black, you know, it was like a little pop. And I know I made my little entrance with it. So it's
I
fun.
love that. You know, what's so great about fashion, you know, and this is just, of course, one of my sweet spots, right? But what is so great about fashion is like your expression, you know, truly your own unique expression. And one of the things I absolutely love when everyone just comes and bring their energy. However it may be, you know, whatever it may be. And yes, I can't wait to see those fabulous shoes as well. You know, coming from the whole fashion world industry. One of my differences is like, you have to get back into fashion, Renee. I'm like, do I really? Because, you know, I traded my shoes a couple of times, Barbara. I traded my shoes from the banking industry. I traded those stilettos to go into the fashion world. And then I traded those stilettos again to go back into the financial literacy space as well. So it looked like we're going to bring those two shoes together, and we're fusing that fashion now with
I
also,
love that. I love
yeah.
that. We have to take some pictures of our shoes and, you know, similar stories. So one of my little ventures in the past was managing a model agency. So but it, you know, it changed and traded in so many ways as well. So, and look, there's something else we have in common. It was not a straight line. It was a zigzag, but
Mhm.
everything is transferable skill set we can take on, and it will help us, you know, in the next venture we are starting.
Absolutely. I really do agree with that. You know, how we are transforming, like you said the other day when we were in the room, we could just feel the energy and the connection that we've been able to make. It's just been, you know, I would say this, millions of dollars worth of just great energy when we come together. I'm all about the vibration as well, Barbara. And I'm so excited that Maria Diamond is going to be joining us. You know, she's from the movie The Secret. And oh my goodness, she's all about that the Von Sway way. You know, truly about that energy and being able to not only manifest, you know, that's why we do these vision boards, but being able to have that true faith and understanding the importance of why we are here. Now, you know, I had to do a little bit of a reset. I have to say this, Barbara, because I had to get back into my health. Oh, girl, you are looking amazing over there. How do you maintain your health? Please tell us your secrets. Everybody want to know.
I think one part is, you know, always trying for a certain, you know, trying to be good in the intake in general. So what I'm eating, and also I think it's a routine. I believe in this element of the atomic habit. So it's that small things and the small changes who have the highest impact in the long time and on the long run. So it is trying to, you know, have my water, trying to stay on my schedule with the workout, and I'm not afraid to share. I will turn 60, so this is good. But on the other hand, I think some of that is also genes, right? I still remember my aunt turning 86, and she still had her admirer lined up, right? She was very tall. and was always a stunning woman with amazing presence. And I think that's an element and a role model there as well. But it's the small steps. I believe in the small steps. And then I like, again, to have my power team of women around where I can ask questions. So, what works for you? What would you suggest? What have you tested? Because honestly, when we Google today on the internet, there are so many opportunities out there. So I go back into this old, and very proven successful model of asking the people I trust and getting recommendation that way. So
Absolutely. They are loving you. The comments are just overflowing right now, Barbara. We have to put a little bit of a pause though, because I think she said she was 60. With her. I think that's what she said. And I was like, what? No way. No way. You must do one of those numbers like sleep upside down like a bat, right?
No, definitely not. But
Incredible.
rigorous on my schedule of massages, some stretching, the yoga, the workout, and the facials. Just
Yeah.
staying clean and trying to cleanse, and that's, I feel, helpful.
Guys, remember that. She said atomic habits, making sure you put into play small steps. You got to put in, it's almost kind of like mini bite sizes. And you can't eat, as I said, how do you eat an elephant? You know what they always say, what? One little bit at a time, right? So really, it's important to put the time into it and really, I would say, departmentalize it. So therefore, you can reach your ultimate goal, but take a little bit of it at a time. I'll say this. I know I wasn't able to lose all of my weight all at one time, Barbara. So what I've been doing is just fractionalizing it, right? A little bit here every day, putting in an hour in my morning regimen has made a huge difference. And even with you, how you've been able to just take the time to not only prioritize what's important to you, but also realizing that your health truly is so needed in order for you to continue on being that successful person that you are as well. So I'm going to have a little bit of my sip of my tea for you. Do you have your tea over there, darling? Let's have some
I
tea
have
together.
my tea too in a glass, but yes.
Yes. Some of the other things I've been able to appreciate is just staying alive in the now and just appreciating every moment. One of the things I had to do, hit the reset button. Barbara, I'm going to share with you about that too. I had to do a little bit of alive. And every day I take a little bit of my shot every day, Barbara. It makes all the difference in the world. And I mean, when you talk about ingredients that's really healthy for us, like what cinnamon alongside with spirulina. I mean, all types of really good things. That's a part of that vibration you mentioned earlier as well. Not only you have to have the right company, you have to have the right environment, plus you have to have the right ingredients that you're pouring into your soul each and every day. So share with us a little bit about your workout regimen and certain things in that area. And I know how much you love pampering yourself. Ladies, you should be taking notes because she's already said she gets facials, she gets massages. She really knows how to take care of herself. And I just love it, Barbara. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, one of the regimens, as I said, is definitely, I put this on the calendar. It's like the good haircut. It is the facial every, 4 weeks at a minimum, depending on what my skin needs. And the other part is really the morning workout routine, which for me starts also with mindset. So my inner bell normally rings at around 5:30, 6 o'clock. Sometimes, it might be 7, but in general, that's the time frame. and I get up. I like the quiet of the house because that gives me the time to be creative. And what that means is, and it might be a little bit different for everybody, but that's when I am vibrating on a very high energy level. Therefore, I can really get some ideas on paper and or think about what I'm putting into a blog and or what I want to talk about in general. And so I get that out of the way. And later in the day in general, I am then working on some basic to-do list items which don't require that high energy level. I also try to get my workout in the morning, most of the time, at least that type of power workouts, not the yoga and or Pilates that can be done at a later time. But I'm committed that when I am in my space or in my routine environment, that I have the 5 workouts. I also strongly believe that that a little challenge is a good thing. So just to change gear here a little bit, every year I take on something I never have done before. One year it was taking singing lessons. Another year it was diving with the sharks. Another year it was hiking Machu Picchu. Another year, again, it was writing the first book, something which is putting you out of your comfort zone. And I strongly believe that when we start to feel uncomfortable, that's when the highest element of growth can happen. So another tagline of mine is be fearless, inspired, and unstoppable for change. And I feel that is so important that we are also willing and our mind is not really stuck in this box, that we allow ourselves to be inspired by new elements. However, it should not be as destructive because, of course, there's a lot of little, shiny things out there. So it can't distract us from the core tasks and the core accomplishment. But it doesn't mean that we cannot explore something a little bit different as well.
We are here with the mastermind course with Barbara. Oh my goodness. Barbara, not only have you been really fueling our energy, you have really given us so many great pointers of how we can live a life that's full of relevancy alongside with energy. And I would say this also happiness, because what you were just sharing with us, your regimen. I love working out in the morning. You know what really bothers me sometimes when I work, if I have to work out later on in the day, it just doesn't happen. It really doesn't happen. I like working out when it's dark outside and, it's just much more quiet. What time do you usually work out also, Barbara? What time do you usually work
Well,
out?
as I said, I get up early to get my workout of the out of the day. So my workout normally is like 8:30. So that's my little break. And
Yeah.
then I continue to go back because that's where I find I have the highest energy. And I think that is something to assess yourself too. In the past, I was more a night owl, but now I'm a morning bird. So I really get my highest vibration and energy. I have that in the morning and trying to, not do any creative, big thinking at night. Creative thinking maybe from a brainstorming perspective, but not putting it, into action.
I just love it, guys. Make sure you're putting those hearts in the chat for our very own Barbara. Barbara, this clip is going to continue on playing as we're preparing for December 9th, 2023 Resurgence, guys. You truly want to meet this incredible soul person here. You got that soul, that heart and soul from Barbara. You're going to be setting up with your books. Is that correct? You're going to be setting up. So therefore, they can come and get one of those autographed copies. Or how about this? All 3 of them. you should probably do sort of like a bundle promotion for all three of the books that you're starring in.
That's a great idea. That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
I'm serious. You should do all three, have your poster with all three of your books, and make that into a bundle of all about Barbara with all of these different
And
collaborations.
I said, I still try to see if I can invite a couple of my co-authors,
Yeah,
if they are available, so that they can join the event. Because again, these books have been really a task of collaboration, which I think, that is, right side, I think is the better, right? So in that way that, it's really collaboration with all of these women. And that's what I love as well. And they have so many amazing information and thoughts, and just also reading their story and where they are coming from is inspiring. And I think that's what I love also, what you're putting together, Renee, with the global influential leaders is, everybody is inspired by somebody else, by a message. And, I think we are ready to hear the message when we're ready to act on this message, right? Sometimes, I might have read a book and certain elements in this book have spoken to me, and I read it or reread it again 4 or 5 years later, and something completely else says, okay, this is my message now, because now I am ready for it. Now I understand it. And I think that's the same with speakers, with stories. So just listen to you and, be drawn to what is inspiring to you and what you need right now, right? There are so many amazing ladies out there, but it is about, what's right for you now. So listen to yourself.
absolutely. What's right for you now? Notice what she said. You have to listen to yourself. And Barbara, I have conversations with myself a lot of times because, like you said, we just have to really pour into ourselves. That's about self love and self care and self awareness, guys. Self awareness. Well, Barbara, it has been an amazing opportunity for us to get in contact with you. I'd love for you to share with everyone how they can get in contact with you. And of course, they're going to see you December 9th right there at City Hall for Resurgence. We're fusing arts, fashion, music, alongside with sustainability, alongside with technology as well. And so we're looking so forward to having you, Barbara. So please share with everyone how they can get in contact with you.
Well, the best part is really connect with me with Barbara at barbarahs.com. And I kind of like will add this to it as well. I know Renee will. Very excited to meet a lot of you during the December 9th event, and excited to collaborate and connect, keep growing, and really believe in it. If she can do it and I can do it, you can too.
Absolutely love that. Yes, you can, guys. We're so grateful to have Barbara here with us. And so we are not only going to be looking forward to hearing more about Barbara, you're going to be watching Barbara all around the globe, guys, all the way from Germany to Atlanta. And guess what? We're going to be traveling even more destinations together as well. Well, I'm thankful for you joining us this evening. Our next beauty, Miss Barbara, we have our very own Thais Mills, and she is known as our incredible flower queen, Miss Thais Flowers. She's going to be joining us. And you know what? She has something that's special for everyone for the 2023 Resurgence: arts, fashion, beauty, sustainability, as well as technology. We'll be right back with our next guest, Miss One and Only, Miss Thais Mills, guys. Thank you again, Barbara, for joining us.
Thank you.
It's such a great honor to be able to raise funds for Living Beyond. And we are officially back now. My goodness, let's give it up again for our very own Barbara. She did a wonderful job in just being a part of not only her inner, she knows her inner strength, she knows her power as well. And that's something that I'm excited to introduce to about our next speaker. Not only do we have two powerful speakers this evening, that's also a part of the 100 Club, guys. Our very own Thais Mills, which we know she's our flower child, all the way from New Orleans, Louisiana. My girl, how are you doing, sister?
I'm good. How are you?
I love it. I need one of those red flowers, Thais.
Listen,
Yes.
I had to give the ladies what they wanted, okay?
Yes, I love it. Well, we're so excited to have not only the artist, I'm going to go and give you so many titles because you deserve it, okay? The transformational queen who knows how to pour so much love into so many others. And I want to say this, not only she's a fierce, fabulous mother, but she's truly rocking the nation with her creativity alongside with all that she does, from poetry, a writer, and my goodness, she is truly that creative artist. Our one and only Miss Thais Mills. Now you are over there. I saw you showing off. I'm like, look at my girl. I'm celebrating you, sister. I want you to know just how proud we are of you. You were in there slaying with the Harveys. And yes, I do mean Steve and Marjorie Harvey for their foundation. Beautiful. How did that make you feel, being able to pour into all of those ladies there? How did that make you feel, sister?
It was a little bittersweet. A lot of people were there with their moms. I do miss my mom, but it was also empowering and encouraging because my mom, she lost her mom at 9. And so, there's so many motherless daughters. And I feel like I stand for them. I cry with them. I laugh with them. And it's a part of an elite group. We love different when our moms are not here. You know that. We've had those conversations, and I think our moms have left us with enough love to bestow to others, and I take pride in that now.
Yes, well, I'm so grateful that your mother's living through you,
Yeah.
and it is something. At first, I'll tell you, at first I was envious. When I lost my mom, something about not having a mother around, and when others were not even, they were either not loving their mother the way they supposed to love on their mom, or it was just like the distant relationship. I couldn't understand what was going on. And so at one point I was envious as soon as mom passed away. And then I was like, you know what? Either I can be in this pity party by myself or I can do something about this. And
Yeah.
that's I did something about this. Mom left us right now 25 years ago. Janae just turned 24, and mom passed away right as Janae was turning 1. And
Mm.
my grandmother passed away right as I was turning 1 as well, Tati. So not
Mm.
only is it important for us to embrace women, it's important for us to embrace these young girls as well.
I
So
agree.
yes. Okay, so your creativity. Tell us, when did it start? How did you get started in this space, Thais? I just love her.
I feel like I'm still getting started in this space. I think when you're an artist, you're never done. You always feel like there's someone's wall you want to be on. In my case, there's someone's hair I want to be in. My mom would go to garage sales and just buy these little funky pieces, and I would take fingernail polish and paint them, and just all kinds of weird stuff. And then it just became a thing. My mom always kept a real great mom tribe around, and there was so many people that poured into me,
Hmm.
and it just started. It just started. I had to be about like maybe 11 or 12 years old.
Well, you became not only the artist, but the artist that knows how to just keep on giving. Because one thing about it, I'll tell everybody, when we did our boot camp, and you came in with the whole canvas and pouring into each person, oh my goodness, that's still, it's like, so it's so close and dear to my heart. I don't take anything for granted. Literally, when you walk through my front door, now I may have these other paintings on the one wall, but you see those two canvas, one for Janae, one for myself, right there. You see those first when you walk through my home. And I just want to let you know how much we are so grateful for you for just having the creativity and coming up with that pouring session. And, you know, that is something that we were able to pour into each other. And I always say, I want to pour into you, you know, and thank you for making that possible for us during that time. Now, let's talk about the new and improve the new fabulous red flower that you
Oh,
are
I'm
wearing.
so excited.
Yes, talk about that, beautiful.
You know, this whole setup, one of my absolutely love doing prop design. One of my clients, Kendrick's Radiator, he has red and black, and I just kind of wanted to do something fun to kind of celebrate that space. And then I thought it would be really great if I was able to kind of allow my red and black flower to live through that space. And so that's exactly what I did. I decided to just kind of take a little corner of my little gallery garage and just go all things red and black. And I brought the flower to it. And it's really cool because, I mean, when in Rome, right? I mean, I'm in Atlanta, even though we're from New Orleans and we're all things black and gold. We can't step aside from the fact that here in Atlanta, it's all about the red and the black. And so it feels authentic to have a little corner of, I guess, the Falcons. We're not going to call them the Dirty Birds today, but it feels good. It feels good to have this space. And I'm so excited at the thought of creating the flowers for your big gala. I'm going to be there, and let's go. It's only the beginning.
I love it. Let's go. Yeah, we want to talk about that red and black and the aspect for the Atlanta Falcons. But you're right. I mean, the color scheme, everything just worked out the way it needed to work out. I saw that beautiful red backpack as you were going into the Harveys, getting ready to get onto the stage. I said, you go, girl. I just love your energy and how you just really embrace the ladies with your poem. Such a touching message you shared. Would you like to pour into us about that poem?
It was a poem just celebrating moms, really. I mean, I think about it and I just get, choked up because people.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's hard, it's sometimes you just want to be a baby and just cry for your mom. The holidays, it's just a layer of nostalgic emotion that, when life was so simple and the irony that the Steve Harvey Mothers Enrichment Summit has cradled my artistry so much is so overwhelming and exciting. But it's humbling, because it's very fitting. It's so ironic. It's so ironic that one of the biggest stages that I have to expand my artistry is on the platform that celebrates moms. Like, ask God not to make a joke, right? Like, it's humbling. But I don't think there's any mistakes, and I think I'm strong enough to deal with it. And it's humbling, but I'm hungry for more because I met so many moms there that came and told me that they lost their mom. I met some moms with their mom, and I got some adopted moms yesterday. So, it's a very exciting place to be when you dare to be vulnerable and you dare to allow people to, wipe your tears, see your tears, however. And, that's where you come in at, Renee. You inspire so many people, how you get up and turn it all around. And, you just came back from Africa, you went to Dubai, you just find all these ways to bring all these amazing women together. And, before we can be global women wealth warriors, we're women.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what
Yeah.
it is. And I did not think I was going to cry today, girl. You just be bringing them Oprah daytime tears, girl. Cut it out.
Telling you, guys, let's put some hearts in the chat for Thais,
Give me a few
because
hearts. I'm messing up my makeup over
yes,
here.
let's put some more hearts in there. The realness is about showing your vulnerability. That's the realness. And realizing also, guys, show your emotions. That's how we connect. That's one of the things when we're speaking to Barbara, it's all about the synergy, right? And it's about finding the right tribe that's going to be able to embrace those tears and know how to comfort you when you need that comfort. So truly beautiful. It's okay. It's really okay. My moments always come a little heavy around November as well as January because, of course, my mom and we share the same birthday. And then
Yeah, I
also,
know that's how I'm okay.
yeah, we share the same birthday. And then also I guess my daughter's grandmother and my mother, they share the same date of, I would say, this synergy because one was born and then my mother passed away.
I remember that story.
So with that, we just have to embrace those moments, and we are lifing, but we are not going to let the life get the best of us because we are going to stay in control. We're going to stay within our power. And you know what? You're always going to have a tribe here, a community that's going to support you. I'm excited. You have done something that have been able to transform the way you look now. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I wanted you to tell us about that too, because I'm like, I just love you for just being real, so real about it. So share with us some of the things.
Well, you'll be the first one to say it here. I've been invited back to the Steve Harvey platform to now be a speaker, I guess, and talk
Yeah.
about. I know it's crazy. I don't even know how to say that. That sounds weird. But I'll be talking about what I can't stop talking about, and that's being a part of the bariatric community. And there's such a disparity with African Americans within the health system. So, the bariatric community is so touch and go, and so being an advocate, talking about the different things to experience, to look for, where you can get your own resources, it's huge. And I just started going live and it's been really, really amazing. I've had some really good in-home care with Honeybee Home Care, just one of the amazing people that reached out to help me out. It's been a real cool way to kind of build community and let people know about the resources that's available. You don't have to be alone, feel alone, look alone as you recuperate. So yeah, I guess I'm like the poster girl for losing weight with a little help with some tools, which is kind of ironic too, because normally people hide this part of the process. You normally just kind of come back looking refreshed, but I'm the exact opposite. I went all the way to Tijuana to get this done. And now I'm here in the States and I've been a voice talking about international healthcare, talking about the home care services that's right here in the States, talking about going from 400 pounds to 180 pounds. It's some heavy stuff, no pun intended.
It is some heavy stuff, and we're so proud of you, because even within that journey, that takes courage, and also think about it as well. Sometimes you really have to have that right mindset in regard to what that journey is that you're going through, because not a lot of people can take that as well. So it is heavy, no point intended. And the same token is definitely having the right support system throughout that journey. Well,
And to
Sue,
be honest,
yes.
with the people around you that you need the help, because my biggest scenario was pain management, which is what
Mm,
people don't talk about. To have such an invasive surgery, I was on the strongest narcotic I've ever been on, ever. And to be alone and to be, borderline depressed and suppressing so much, it was so many different emotions. So just talking about that in a real space, because normally when people check on you to see if you're okay, they'd be like, do you need something to eat? You know, can I bring anything? But no one says, how you doing on those narcotics?
right.
Right? It's
Hmm.
just like an unspoken thing. So just making it okay to talk about those things, because
Yes.
the opioid crisis is a huge thing and it is intertwined in the weight loss surgery process. So bringing in those professionals to talk about that, being a beacon. I've had people to
Hmm.
inbox me and say that, I've encouraged them to talk to their doctor about pain management, and, they just felt alone, because when you're an adult, you just think that you can do all this adulting by yourself, and you can't. It's
No, we can't.
hard.
We
No,
cannot.
you can't.
And I think also that's us also being honest with ourselves. Ladies and gents, please, if you are in a point of, where you just need to talk to someone, don't hold things within, guys.
No,
Please get
talk
help.
about it.
Yes, let's talk about it,
Talk about it.
and you'll be able to find the right people that want to help you, that want to support you, but truly you do not have to do anything alone, because there's always someone that wants to hear, that support you, that can help you along the way. Miss Thais, not only am I grateful to see how you've evolved in a year, because time has gone by. Remember when we were doing that whole boot camp, and how we were manifesting what we were doing. And lo and behold, now we fast forward it. And not only have we traveled the world, we've been able to open up more doors. You've been able to connect with more souls. And as it stands right now, you've done movies. Okay, yeah, that's right. Your home has been in movies. You've sold your house. I mean, you've just done so much. In addition to that, being a proud mother of that darling goddess over there. I watch her and she is just a spitting image of you. As I say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So share with us, Thais, the importance of how do you balance? How do you find that way to, not only when you shift things around, but how do you come across and how do you come around being able to balance everything? Work, being a mother, alongside with also being a creator.
My the women in my life, I mean, like my mom is gone, but her legacy left so many strong women in my life. And I don't even know how to put it into words, like I still can't believe that I'm at the age where like I have a mortgage and I have a child and I have all these different things. Like it's still kind of insane. Um it's crazy. My aunt is absolutely amazing. My friends, my mom tribe, I just they just keep answering my calls. Whenever I call, they just keep answering my calls. Sometimes I do think that I take on a little bit too much. I don't like to say no. And I think that's tied into something that a lot of women can connect with, and that's just being a bit of a people pleaser. And a nurturer. We're here to make people happy and we're here to make them feel loved, but at the expense of what? I don't like telling people no. I don't. I saw Oprah did a whole episode on that one. She was like, that was the hardest thing that she had to learn. And that she's still learning it. So I'm like, if Oprah's still learning it, I might as well just put it on the books for me to just it's, just a continuing education class, because when people want my art, when people want me to speak somewhere or be somewhere, like I just don't know how to say no to that. Like I want to be a part of it because I have worked so hard for this and I know that I'm not done. And again, it's just all so humbling, Renee. I don't know. I still can't figure it out, man. Like
Yeah.
it just
Well, you
keeps
know
showing
what?
up for flowers,
Yeah. Keep showing up with the flowers.
and I
And
just keep cranking them out.
we're gonna have to have a flower day with you, okay? Let's plan a
We
flower
need to.
day with you, okay? Right there and where all the magic is made. You know, one of the things that Barbara spoke about, just taking things and with small, sometimes we just have to compartmentalize everything, but taking it just a little bit at a time every day, right? Just a
Yeah.
little bit. And when you take it in those small fragments, it allow you to just know that, hey, I'm moving forward, I'm pushing forward. Because sometimes life can be overwhelming. Sometimes in our journeys, we want to carry more, I would say, I'm going to say baggage than what we need to. We want to carry everybody else's bag, but then we can't even carry our own bags. And so not only sometimes we have to recommit ourselves, we have to reset, but also we have to rededicate ourselves to ourselves.
I
Rededicate
feel like
ourselves.
sometimes that mom has the hardest role in the house.
Ooh, girl, talk about it. Talk
Yeah,
about it.
I did. Like I got so overwhelmed getting ready for Steve Harvey and making sure that that
Mm-hmm.
was good because that was a whole vibe. And afterwards, when I walked out and said bye to everybody, talking to his daughters, Brandy and Carly, and just the whole team, I
Yeah.
walked out and I was like, I don't have anything planned for Thanksgiving. Like it's just that simple. Like you have one win, and then you're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh snap, what didn't I do? You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, you can have, professional victories and then feel as though you have personal losses because I'm like, what? When did I go to sleep and wake up as the house that has to have Thanksgiving dinner? I remember just showing up at your aunt's house. Like, that's how it was supposed to be. And now I am the aunt. It's
Right.
insane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Thanksgiving to be at my house, though. I just want to buy Tupperware.
You just want to show up at other people's houses, right?
That's it. Hey, listen. My stomach shrank from a football to a fist. Okay, I have the
Oh
stomach the
yeah.
size of a toddler. You can just give me two
Woo.
deli slices of turkey, and I'm full of the tick on sounder.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah, and when you cook at your own home, that means you have to eat all of that, right?
you gotta eat it. You gotta clean. You gotta make sure. It's a lot.
It's a lot. I know.
It's a
Okay,
lot.
guys, we're both girls from New Orleans. We understand. We know how to cook, but sometimes we just don't even want to do it. We
I
truly want to
look.
mess up the house. Come
This is the perfect time for McDonald's to come out with a McTurkey sandwich.
on now.
Okay,
Not McDonald's. You
come
know
on.
anybody else, but not McDonald's. Come on now.
I'm desperate. We're 3 days
I
away.
hear you. I hear you. Well, you know what? I know on Sunday I got a gift for you. Okay, Sunday I'll surprise you and we'll go somewhere and you don't have to cook if you can hold off
Oh,
until Sunday. Okay,
you know.
it's
It's
yes.
it's really good that you say that because being as though you were one of the just biggest models representing New Orleans and you traveled with Ebony Fashion Fair and did your thing. I watch you and Jazzy make your own traditions. With my mom being gone, and I have two aunts here, and they're just so busy and dynamic and awesome. It's almost like you kind of have to will yourself into making your own traditions almost.
You
Because I
absolutely.
told my daughter, I'm like, we can go and sit down and eat at a restaurant. Like we can do a restaurant. We can try that. Like
Yeah. When you keep this in mind, Thanksgiving is that day that you literally can go in other places to eat, but it's the holiday of Christmas that everything is closed. But yeah, so Jazzy and I, one year we didn't even have turkey, we didn't have any stuffing, we did straight seafood, okay, straight seafood, and it was perfect. But she knows, we always like to do our traditional macaroni and cheese. Now I used to always do the mac and cheese, now my Jazzy is doing the mac and cheese, and I just love to see how we're passing that on, with legacy. But truly, as it stands right now, I'm on this fitness thing right now, Thais. There's no heavy foods coming this way at all. And even though I know when you go places and just enjoy other people's food, it's more like a healing because people are supposed to cook with love, right? Well, this year is going to be a little bit different because, we're preparing for December 9th with Resurgence, with all these red dresses all over the place. And yes, since I came back from London, oh my goodness, I had to really look at myself, Thais. I was like, why did I let myself go? I really let myself go. And it's not just because of London or Africa or even going back to Dubai or anything like that. It was a full year of me giving myself to so many others until I wasn't giving myself to myself. And so I had to hit that reset button. And now every morning I'm working out. I'm getting that hour in and it feels great. I have more energy than ever. And I know I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on December 9th because truly we are all transforming over here. We're transforming. Now my stomach probably haven't shrunk as small as your stomach has over there, but I'm being very, very selective of what I put into this canvas over here. And that's important, guys. You have to be selective in your choices of foods that you're doing, or even just your regimens. One of the things we have to do is stay in good energy. Stay in good energy. Now, I got something for you because music. I know you love music. And we're going to be celebrating that Naomi Achu. Come on now. Your beautiful, beautiful girlfriend as well. And it's just going to be an honor to have her here in Atlanta where we all can love on her. How excited are you about that?
Naomi has become a fast friend. I painted to her music and I would create these fun videos. And honestly, she has 1.4 million followers. I didn't even think she would see what I was doing. And one day she started following me and then she sent me a message and I was like, is this really happening? And it really was. And it just goes to show you, you should never be too big to keep your ears to the ground. And I love that about her. I don't know how she does it with so many fans, but everyone feels like they're right there with her. You know what I mean? I don't know. I still don't know how she does it. And it's like she moves like a cloud. Like,
yes,
it's inspiring. And she makes everyone feel just as big of a star as her. And she's been a really good friend to have. We're really supportive of each other. And I'm really proud of her that she's going to be honored at your gala. She deserves it.
But you know what? She said the same thing about you. She's very
Really? Her
you.
check's in the mail.
Yes, she's very proud of you as well. I had the opportunity of connecting with Naomi Achu right in the clubhouse. And when we did our marathon room, she would come in and we would play her music. And I was listening to her music just yesterday. All of her music is beautiful. Every last one of her songs are just, when the artist, you can get that connection. It's almost like that Mary J. Blige. Every time you hear one of Mary J's songs, it's like you already feel what she was going through.
Mm-hmm.
That's with Naomi as well. And so not only we're looking forward to having her here in Atlanta, I'm just grateful that she was able to have time. Like you said, she's blessing
So
us.
busy.
So busy. So busy. And I'll say this, it's not so much as so busy, guys. She's productive.
That's what it is. She's
So,
always somewhere. Like she was just on a
yeah.
news station this morning. Like she's always somewhere.
Yeah, always. And you know what? I'll say this too. When you have leading individuals on that level that says, yes, I'm there for you, someone in that capacity, guys, be careful how you always push somebody to the side by saying that you're so busy. Because you know what? That's the connection. I know some people like, maybe you give so much of your time, but it's okay to give some of our time to those who we need to give our time to. And I just absolutely are looking forward to having Naomi Achu here with us. But most importantly, too, Miss Thais Mills. Guys, everybody, let's put some hearts in the chat. How about this, guys? Let's put some flowers in the chat for Thais Mills as she's rolling out with our latest red. You got to get that red flower. Thais, please tell everybody how they can get the latest the latest color for our event, especially GW3 Warriors, our chairwomen. We're going to be wearing these fabulous flowers coming up for.
Well, first of all, thank you so much at the thought of being an official provider for your statement pieces for this amazing gala. We are behind my librarian wall, because my red and black orchid is called the librarian, because I love books, of course. And if I can come back here, I'll show you myself. I'm wearing a small. Let me move my librarian chair here. And as you can see, here, this is a small, okay, which is about the size of the palm of your hand. Perfect for any hairdo. And then we have here our larger flower, which comes in a nice garden box. And that's about the size of a whole hand. And it's big, it's bold. All things that Renee is, basically. So, as you can see, this is a small and this is a large. And so if you want more of a bolder effect, of course, the bigger one would go great. And if you just want something small and petite, maybe your hair may not be as full to pull it off, you could still rock a small one. Either way, guys, it's always time to bloom on purpose. And it would be an honor to be in your hair. It does not have to just be in your hair either. You can clip it on your clutch. It goes great on the lapels of men and women. Yeah. You do not have to just wear it in your hair. I love finding different women that have their hair certain ways or wear their clothes certain ways, or no matter your orientation or race, ethnicity, or cultural beliefs. I mean, we can make it feel like it was painted and made just for you, because it is. And there's a little bit of the love that I have for gardening and art in everyone. And it would be an honor to be in your hair, to be in your wardrobe for such an amazing day that Renee is curating for us all. So, that's where we are with it, ladies. Just let me paint for you.
I love it. Come on, guys. I just absolutely love it. I'm going to share this with you. Sometimes I may want to put two of the flowers on
You
once.
can do the two.
Yes.
You can. You can. I guess I think to myself, the work that goes, it's so cool with the mirror. You never know what to do with the mirror. It's the mirror view.
Right next to it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about over there. A little bit more extra. We like to be a little bit extraordinary there.
Oh, we're giving.
Yes, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We are grateful for you being that genius in this space, Thais.
Thank you so much.
And it's just give us so much life. Your flowers, your creativity come into life. When I have to ask this question. I already know a little bit of the answer, but what will everyone expect to see of you? What will you be wearing for December 9th?
Oh, wow. I really, I've been on some of the most powerful women in the world. I have, and it's still humbling. I don't know how to dress. I don't. My flowers help me. Get away with a lot. I'll wear, like, for the Steve Harvey thing.
Yes.
His colors are purple and gold. So I did the whole black, and then I know to put a purple and gold flower when I do events for work. Our colors are blue and gold. I wear my blue and gold. I normally just make sure that the color matches, and then hopefully people won't look at my wardrobe. But everybody doesn't have the Renee Noor gene. You always looking like a jet beauty of the week.
You need to stop, okay? She said jet beauty of the week. Okay.
Jet beauty of the week. Throwback.
Okay.
Throwback.
Well, you are so. Well, you know what? We're gonna have to get you styled up. That's all. How about that? We're gonna get everybody styled.
I need that. I really do. I've become friends with a lot of, like, for example, I'll show you this right here. Oh, my face is my face in your face? What's going on?
No.
Like this, for example, this was a gift from an artist from Canada, and she took my bookmarks. And made a whole little thing. So it's a clutch. It's a clutch purse. Yeah. Oh my God, there's stuff in here. Well, would you look at that?
That is
More
it.
bookmarks. Must have been from an
Uh-huh.
event. So I'll definitely wear. Well, look at got a good pen in here. So I'll wear this purse, and that's
Okay.
normal. That normally helps me get away with
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. Other artists, other designers will send me things
Okay.
to
Yes.
wear, and so
Yes.
I'll be like, well, I was sent this by this designer, and I sent them my flower, and so I'll wear something from that designer, and so I get away with that a lot.
I love it.
But
Oh
if
God.
that ever stopped, I wouldn't know what to do.
Well, we're gonna have to have a dress up day. I'm gonna plan that for us before.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have a dress up day. Let's go. Shopping for red dresses everywhere. Okay,
yeah,
got
no,
us.
we really should.
Yes.
I would like that. I would like
Okay.
that.
Consider it done. Consider it done. Well, Thais Mills, it's been an honor as well as a joy having you here. Not only we're grateful that you are truly one of those 100 most influential power leaders to watch out for, but most importantly, you are living in your genius. You're
Thank
living
you,
in your
Renee.
genius, and it looks great on you. And I know
Renee,
how, yes,
how you find the wherewithal to bring women together in different countries and different industries. You truly are, a leader and you're influential, and people love not just being around you, but growing alongside you.
thank you. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
and I'm
it.
so happy that we met. And now I'm a little embarrassed because we friends and I don't know how to dress, so I really got to get right.
Don't even worry about that. We're friends and I don't know how to paint. So it's okay. So we can work together. We can learn from each other so we
You're
can keep
right.
on growing and making this even more fabulous for each other. I'm looking forward to having our next pouring session though. That's going to be really nice. And so we're planned for that for 2024. All right. We're
I'm
planned for that.
excited.
24. That would be so great. And I'm just so grateful that you're here. Thais Mills, again, let everybody know how they can get in contact with you, please.
Bill collectors love me because my name starts it all. I can't even hide if I wanted to. It is ThaisFlowers.com. THAIS flowers, and that's across the whole board on all social media handles. And you can just Google my name. I mean, or just, go tap Renee on the shoulder if you can get up that high, because she's a tall glass of good looking water.
I just love you. Okay. I love you. I love you. I love you. Guys, make sure you connect with both of these fierce ladies. They are truly ladies that you want to watch out for. This is the series that we're going to be doing all the way up until December 9th. You're going to be learning so much about some of those 100 most influential leaders that you want to connect with, as well as our honorees. And tonight, it's just a taste of what we are all about. We're here with the GW3 Global Society. That's right. It's been an honor as well as a privilege to bring to you this evening, special edition, how we're celebrating those that need to be celebrated, because you know why? They do so much for so many others. So make sure you tune in. Again, join us for Resurgence, December 9th, 2029. I'm sorry, 2023. We'll be at City Hall, Atlanta, guys. City Hall, Atlanta. Oh my goodness. We're going to turn the space up in red dresses everywhere. It definitely is a black tie affair. Honorees will be celebrated and so much more. We're fusing arts, fashion, sustainability, as well as technology. And topping it off, we have to have our music. So you truly want to be a part of that experience. Make sure you follow up with us and we'll
Can't
see you
wait.
guys. Yes, we'll see you guys on the other side of your greatness. So again, keep up the great work, Thais. Keep up the great work, Barbara. You both were just phenomenal to interview this evening. And we're looking forward to seeing even more things to be coming out for this group of incredible 100 most influential leaders, the global leaders to watch out for. Thank you, Thais.
You're welcome.
Love you too, beautiful.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.